if you do, the first thing I want all of you doing when you leave here, and tomorrow, we're going to set the goals, and we're going to pick 3 marketing methods that we intend to implement immediately upon leaving here. Because why? Action that doesn't get taken immediately commonly doesn't get taken ever. Anybody else experience that? Action that doesn't get taken immediately commonly doesn't get taken ever. That's why you'll see me at different times when we're on a conversation. VIPs can attest to this. We'll be on a call and they'll ask me a question about a deal. You know what my answer usually is? Awesome, let's get them on the phone. You know why? Because I'm ready to buy the house. Like, we can chat about it, but let's buy the house. Let's contract it. And so that's commonly what we do. And I like to take action now, because the present moment is where, when you take that action, you begin making stuff happen. So I commonly have this conversation with people at events who are starting the business or wanting to do the business but don't have any deals. The first question I always ask is, what are you doing to get leads? And commonly I get the same answer. Well, I was doing this. Got it. Are you now? Well, no, it didn't work. You know what we do then? We try something different. You know, as entrepreneurs, the thing that was tough for me to get is 80% of the crap I tried never worked. I'm telling you, when I started, put a bandit sign on our dead-end street, and I got a call. I was like, cool, that worked. I'm gonna go try some other stuff. I drove around putting sticky notes on probably hundreds, I don't want to exaggerate, at least dozens of vacant house doors. I don't think I ever got a call from them. I put flyers out in gas stations. I put bandit signs up on the 6-lane freeway running through the middle of Evansville that I didn't even get calls on. I'd done all this stuff, and then guess where my first terms deal came from? A Craigslist ad I had posted. I want you guys to be thinking creatively. When it doesn't work, try something different. Don't let it stop you. So I was posting, I buy houses cash, and I kept getting banned, which, by the way, if you guys post on Craigslist and you have a new account, that's common. I kept getting banned, so I said, I got to fix this. So I thought, how can I stop getting whacked, my ads getting whacked from I buy houses cash? So I'll try this. So I am looking to buy a house in Newburgh. Boom, that was my title. I'm looking to buy a house in Newburgh. And then in the body I wrote, I'm a local investor looking to buy some houses, looking to buy 2 houses this month. What do you have? I refreshed that every day. I had 4 ads rotating, variations of that. I'm looking for Evansville house. I'm looking for a house in Newburgh. Different things. I would rotate them because every 48 hours on Craigslist, you can refresh them. Refreshed them for a couple of 3 months. Never got a single call off of them. Until that 8 or 10, 12 weeks in, I got that one call from one Craigslist ad that said, I'm looking to buy a house in Newburgh, which is the further on the east side of Evansville. It's even out of Evansville. The guy that calls me has a house on the west side of Evansville, total opposite side of town. And he says, I'm weighing my options. Well, I've been putting sticky notes out on doors, Linda. I've been like putting things in gas stations. I've been going nuts. But my one little Craigslist ad that got banned probably a dozen times before I figured out how to stop getting banned gets me one call, which wound up being Eric, which is my first terms deal I ever did. So when it comes to the lead flow, when it's free or cheap, just keep trying it. You're going to get leads in one of 2 ways. One, it's going to be your time, or 2, it's going to be money. And if it's your time, it's going to take quite a bit of it. I remember cold calling, and after like a few calls, I was like, this business sucks. And I hired a virtual assistant, and I was like, this business is amazing. And so when it comes to deciding which it's going to be for you, for most of you, I recommend it be a few bucks of your money. Don't go get the expensive $200 a lead stuff I was telling you about if you're not yet to the comfort level to spend $3 or $4 grand a month to do it. But let's figure what's free and what's cheap, and let's get the leads coming to you. Lead flow equals life flow. I can teach you every deal structure in the world. We can teach you every way to protect the assets in the world. We can teach you everything there is to know about real estate, but unless you're getting consistent leads, it's all useless. because that is literally the life flow of your business. Every time I get a new acquisitionist, I do something just to show that I can still do it. As you know, I just want to make sure that it wasn't like my 2014 self that was doing this. So I go on, I'll screen share. I do that with some of my VIPs too when they need leads. And I screen share, and we go through and we start finding houses for sale by owner and messaging them. We go through and we start buying houses from Facebook Marketplace. Now, it's not my favorite place to buy houses. It's not the best deals. It's sure not the easiest deals. At the same time, it's free. And I still buy houses from there all the time. Not 3 or 4 a month by any means, but anytime I buckle down and go on Marketplace for more than 3 or 4 hours, I don't remember the last time I didn't buy a house doing that. Why? Because you start looking for houses, you start messaging people, and you find a motivated seller. Write this down. The worse the picture, the better I like it. When I go on Craigslist or Facebook or anywhere for that matter that I'm looking to buy a house, I look at the picture first. If they've got professional photos and all of these things, it's commonly an indicator. I'll still call them. It's commonly an indicator, though, of where the motivation is. You got a picture that looks like it was taken at a 45-degree angle on a flip phone with the sun shining in the background, and you can't hardly see the house. Like, that's a pretty good indicator that nobody else is probably calling about it. And that it was randomly posted up by who knows who for who knows what, and we want to call them. In fact, whenever I not real recently, a little while back, went to a little kick and bought a house on Facebook Marketplace, it literally said, selling for my uncle who inherited the house. Motivation, let's call them. Ended up buying it subject to. So make sure you're finding leads. Pick your 3 lead choices. And again, you can make these notes tonight if you want, but tomorrow we're definitely going to drill down into them. Pick your 3 lead choices. How are you going to find these leads? And where are they going to come from? Who's going to talk to them? Because if you don't know that answer, the answer is no one.